Hey there, goalies. Today I want to set up a series of videos so that all of you can learn how to play your best hockey. It's a hard thing to master because it takes time to learn and understand not only techniques and save selections and where they apply, but also what works best for you as an athlete in your mind and with your body. So, in this video, I'm going to set up some discussions about different areas we can focus on that may allow us to play our best. So let's jump on in and find out what Coach knows. So in this video, I just want to hit a little background on some stuff, talk about what has worked for me, and why, for me personally, this kind of stuff has taken kind of a long time to understand, and I'm still learning even now that I'm done playing competitive hockey. Just like all of you goalies, I have my own personal goaltending idols. When I was just starting and I was young, it was guys like Chris Osgood and Dominik Hasek. They were the Wings goalies when I was a kid. Loved them. Ozzy was one of the reasons that I even started playing. Even Patrick Waugh, which as a lifelong Wings fan, that's kind of hard to admit, but whatever. He was a great goalie at that time, and he was somebody that I looked up to. As I got older and more serious about my hockey, going through middle school and into high school, I started to look at goalies like Ryan Miller, Marc-Andre Fleury, Carey Price is one of my favorite goalies, and one of my all-time favorites is Mika Kiprasov from the Calgary Flames. They were all guys that I wanted to play like, so I wanted to try things that they were doing. I did it all the time in practice. This even got to the point where when I was 16, 17 years old, I held my glove facing the ice just like Mika Kiprasov did because I loved Mika Kiprasov. Later on, as I was in juniors in college, my mentality about these things changed a little bit. I found myself watching videos for specific purposes. Jonathan Quick, because he was so good at scrambling and stuff down low with his athleticism. Carey Price, Freddie Anderson, and Corey Schneider. Michael Neuver and Ryan Miller even. They were all so calm in their games. They were guys that I wanted to be like in that regard. Henrik Lundqvist was always on my list because of just how well he reads the play in front of him. And Braden Holtby because of his technique, his intensity in the game. That was something that I wanted to kind of bring into my game as well. But why am I telling you this list of my favorite goalies? Well, something that I learned late in my college career and have definitely learned more about as I'm just playing for fun outside of competitive situations is that I had to allow myself to still be myself on the ice. Don't get me wrong, it's great to have these players that you look up to and you want to play like. There's nothing wrong with that. But it's also important to figure out who you are and what works best for you as a person. I'm a pretty laid-back individual most times. So for me, I play better when I'm laughing, I'm having a good time. This allows me to focus more, actually, and play better in most cases. This worked for me all the way from youth hockey until now when I'm just playing for fun on Sundays with my friends. But we'll talk about that more later on in the series. I want to take a look at different parts of our games as goalies and see what we might learn and how we can play our best because of what we learn. So, over this series, we're going to talk about a lot of different topics. Our mental approach, maybe pregame routines, different aspects of how each individual goalie treats situations and makes saves. Because at the end of the day, we're all different goalies. And that's one thing that's great about our position. No two goalies are the same because no two goalies can play the same. It doesn't work like that. So, follow along with this series, goalies, to see what you might find out about how to help your game as we continue to learn what Coach knows.